Hi, my name's Sailor. I scored a 178 on the LSAT and I'm a tutor with Juris Prep. And today we're going to be talking about timing on the LSAT. Timing strategy is something you should be worrying about towards the end of your studying. First, focus on accuracy. But it is important to focus on towards the end because it is something that is a part of the actual test day. When you're doing timed questions on your own, check the time on questions 10, 15, and 20. And then that way you can get a sense of where you're averaging out on each of those questions. This can be really helpful on actual test day. I find that people tend to either speed way up or slow way down when they're taking the actual test. So if you have a benchmark for where you're averaging out on each of these questions, you can look on the actual test and see if you are going at your normal pace or if you're going too fast or going too slow. Even when you're under time pressure, you still want to be focusing on accuracy. Obviously, you want to be moving quickly, but your goal should be to get the question that you're doing correct, not to answer as many questions as you can. You can still get a 170 and get between 8 and 11 questions wrong on a test. That's like 2 to 3 questions per section. So even if you didn't finish every single section and left 2 or 3 questions blank on each, you theoretically could still get a 170 if your accuracy was very good on the ones that you did attempt. It's much better to answer 20 questions accurately and confidently than to answer all 25 and you rush through all of them. If you're getting towards the end of the section and you're running out of time, bubble in the answer choices for the last couple questions and then focus on the question that you're doing. Another thing you have to get comfortable with is moving on from a question that's taking you way too long. You can flag it and come back to it, but at some point you just need to pick an answer and move on because you're taking time away from questions that are coming later on in the test that you could get right very easily and very quickly. The time that you're spending at that point is just not worth the risk of not getting that question correct and also not getting ones correct later down that you just don't have the chance to get to. For any questions about the LSAT, click the link in our bio for a free consultation with the Juris Prep tutor.